for joining us. A new push for justice in recent workplace sexual harassment allegations. Right now, some victims are forced to accept arbitration clauses.
Former WCPO and Fox News anchor Gretchen Carlson led the charge today to change those rules. New at 6, 9 on your side, TJ Parker explains the proposal. TJ.
Well, this piece of legislation would void forced arbitration agreements, and when a company has that policy, it means a victim of sexual harassment or assault can't go to court with it. Those who are for this bill say this would help victims get the justice they deserve.
Sexual harassment is not partisan because women from all walks of life and politics are targeted.
Former Fox News and WCPO anchor Gretchen Carlson was joined by members of Congress today to introduce a bill that hits home for her and many other victims of sexual harassment.
When somebody decides to sexually harass you, they don't ask you if you are a Republican or a Democrat or an independent like I am first. They just do it.
Carlson left Fox News after claiming she endured years of sexual harassment by powerful men at the network who used forced arbitration to prevent victims from talking about their cases and taking them to trial.
I think when we start having to talk about the differences between sexual assault and sexual harassment and unwanted groping, you are having the wrong conversation. You need to draw a line in the sand and say none of it is okay.
Regardless of whether or not you arbitrate or litigate in a court of law, an employer has a duty to promptly investigate these allegations.
Graydon law attorney Kent Wellington has been practicing employment and arbitration law for more than 25 years. He says sometimes arbitration provisions are there to protect employee privacy.
Most of our clients are really just concerned about making sure that these complaints are investigated promptly and thoroughly, and that there's no retaliation that follows.
Wellington says most corporations have policies in place against sexual harassment before it comes to an employee having to take it to court.
Now, we reached out to several Fortune 500 companies here today to get their thoughts. P&G and Kroger didn't comment. Macy's says harassment in any form is contradictory to their values. And Fifth Third told us they only have arbitration provisions for a few of their employees. Craig.